Botswana ko gae. Ke bitswa Lone Modiakgotla. I'm the acting regional manager for Southern Region. I would say currently Botswana Agricultural Marketing Board has been going through its own challenge like any other institution, but I'd say that we are trying to grow our sales and trying to grow our profits, and I'm very optimistic about it this financial year. All of us know that it's a drought season, so we're trying our level best to ensure that we have feed product lines or any other product lines out there. I would give a scenario now. We've actually introduced BAM product lines. We have BAM bull ration, we have BAM calf grower, and then we have BAM beef finisher. So this is a way on how we're trying to help farmers to ensure that even though they're going through a drought season, we are there to provide them with feed. Well, I want to believe this is a global crisis. We're actually going through a drought period. So Botswana Agricultural Marketing Board, due to the Act and to its mandatory, we're actually opening up, we're getting stock from outside to ensure that the farmers inside or within Botswana, they can still continue getting served. Well, being from the retail sector, I would say that this is the biggest opportunity that I can ever get. I have a branch, Mahalape branch, and then it's one of my biggest branches. So being here is the biggest opportunity because we actually mingle with customers and then we redirect them to our store. So I know from here I'm going to see sales booming at Mahalape branch. Okay. We have an agronomy section that is actually on the ground trying to introduce Botswana, trying to induct them that now as we can see, I think COVID have actually taught us that agriculture is the way. So actually going down to the farmers to get or inform them that now it's high time that all of us jump into the shape of agriculture. And the response is quite positive because now we're seeing a lot of youngsters getting into this whole agricultural section, which is quite promising for the economy. I want to believe it has affected all institutions, but thanks to our glorious president because he has actually introduced subsidy. That means he's actually trying to cushion that expense from farmers. So I want to say that subsidy is one of the greatest initiatives that our president has actually brought on board, which is working well for the farmers out there. BAM is the way to go. One-stop shop, come to BAM, you'll never regret the service or the experience that you'll get there. Thank you.
John Cabello. I'm the promotions coordinator mo Haskins la Haselotle ka bophara. So mo le gae le re mo go lone le re mo motlaganeng ora Haskins J Haskins and Sons. Yes, this is the Haskins village. Well, renally quite a lot of machineries ta farming. We've got 5 suppliers ko Brazil. Renale ba dileng gore ba dira hela ba specialize ka the fodder processes, so that's the JF Maquinias. And then we've got ba ileng gore ba dira ka di boom sprayer, precision planters. It's called Baldan. So Baldani, they supply us ka the planters. We've got the mechanical precision planter yako Baldan. You calibrate it, ebe gonela whatever that you want. Say maybe in a hectare you need about 50,000 seedlings. You also run precision planters. That one is more precise than the Baldan one because Jumil it is a pay for. So it's just so precise that wherever you want a seedling or your fertilizer, without fail. Whereas the mechanical one, it can 99%. And then, like I was saying, we also have got hammer mills from JF Maquinias, Renale the hammer mills, Renale forage choppers, and then we've got the precision forage chopper. So the hammer mill, the machine, it will crush and then it will chop. But for the greener ones, $30, ba ileng gore somebody else wa ba batla gore a ka sila go le go tala, then you feed directly. And then we also have got the precision forage chopper. The precision one, it's so precise. The reason being, it's an ideal machine. It's an ideal machine for silage. So a lot of farmers silage, you simply cut silage. What is most critical is just the moisture content. And then you bury that, which can be used from the next 10-15 years underground. Yes. Well, I don't think so. I don't think so, because you need to remember very well the new technology is actually trying to move us from a manual. That is why we do what is called smart farming. We've got precision agriculture. Everything, like if you remember very well, way back in the era Haralema, then we used to broadcast. We are no longer doing that, because farming is business. It's our green diamond. How jala maximum, because it's business. You need to know mole for you to count your money is because you need to know the seedlings. That is why we need precision machineries. Okay, manswami abo hela ka nna gone gore nka rotloetsa batswana tota go tsena mo farming, because farming is the future. That's why we're saying farming is it's a green diamond, because in most cases you realize gore batswana go le gantsi ra go tsena mo farming ba bangwe le gone re retireang, but farming ga ina a quick cash. You will make money after a long time, but you can invest more farming because you're quite sure that with those animals don't let anybody put it or you see right now we've got commercial farmers they are feeding our nation. You can imagine without agriculture
More ditori tse di serious head on with Mdalakachi Katatu le batho ba mo lehatsi.
Minister ba thopiwa ina especially elected bangwe ba promotiwa ina the head the director ka ile kai the permanent secretary go bokoti ke women. That's not women, is in fact an insult to women.
Ke thola ke ra batho ke re masisi ke tsala yana, and kitana ke rialo he
moruti ga gona moruti wa boa maruri yo kolobeditsweng ka mo boitshepo yo joiners politics. Baruti bothe ba ba joiners politics mo Botswana ba ta re itshwarela bothe ga se baruti ba boa maruri.
Re masisi a tswe mo vice president ake anga ka bua gore ke bo mang ne ba rialo, because bona go ba te ba tsa gore wa re senyetsa ke
Me kanya gore masisi mas resign e se motsa ka bo morwae.
and welcome to The Farmer's Diary, a show that brings you conversations that are integrated amongst the different sectors in agriculture. My name is Neoskilo Abobe. Join me in a journey where we travel across the country of Botswana to get conversations rolling with different playmakers in this sector. Remember, this is The Farmer's Chronicles.
Moonkis Country Farm ke farmo e batile le maene wa Karowe re na le dingwaga di tsamaela 10 re ntse re le mo businesseng ya horticulture mme re simolotse hela at a small scale go itlelang a few years back re simola re expanda re lema di hectare tse di just over 2 under irrigation le temo ya pula hela kontle in about a hectare. Mainly re lema di vegetables that various types gantsi re ya ka di season around this time ya winter re lema di pepper, tomatoes tse le gore gantsi ko south di abo di seo because ba sala like a frost ka summer re lema di gantsi di summer vegetables re lema bo cabbage, carrots, beetroots, jalo jalo re na le di fruits gape tse di nang ready ka December, mainly mangoes le di pawpaw. Tota nngwe ya dikgwetlho tsa rona ke metsi a rona a letswainyana, so a senya di equipment ya rona. We have to replace and maintain equipment on a regular basis. Go tswang ha kgwetlho e nngwe e tona ke babereki ba horticultural business ba mobile wa trainer after a few months o lose mmereki ke nngwe ya dikgwetlho tsa rona. Nngwe ya dikgwetlho tsa rona gape ke tota ke the cost ya di farm ke ka supplements, di fertilizer di oil tse re ranang di diba ka tsone. Re rana di diba tsa rona. Okay, we've just started go rana di diba ka solar. Mme re ntse re fuela re dirisa petrol le diesel. So ke nngwe dikgwetlho tse re nang le tsone. Go tswang ga ke dikgwetlho hela tsa temo tse e leng gore go na le dibetswa tsa tlholego, go na le diji di pests ha go nna thata go di manager. Go tswang go na le di natural disasters go ne ya ka bo di frost le letsatsi. Tota maine ga o re he challenge e tona, challenge e ka tswa e le gore gongwe metsi a rona yield ya teng e ya kwa tlase because go na le didiba tsa maine around. Me ga affect food security ya rona, they're just neighbors. We don't complain much except that re belela gore gongwe didiba tsa bone di ka tswa di affect our water yield. Ga re itse gore a go ka tswa gona le effect mo the quality of the water. Ra testa ga re bone effect epe from the mining activities tse di affect metsi. Tota di tlhwatlhwa ke kgwetlho. Market wa Botswana hela generally ba re ba supplier ba receive di goods tsa rona, di shops, retailers, distribution centers ke bona ba setang di price. No matter o nilele di cost tse di kae mo di inputs tsa gago, o tshwanetse gore o reetse gore ba reng o ba bitse halfway. And strategy sa rona ke gore rona go na le part of the year e itse gore we run at a cost. Me ha go le mariga ha dilo di simola di nna scarce ke gona re tshweletsang di price to make up for the price losses tse re di rileng ka sama. I think horticulture takes a lot of passion. Hela ha ona le passion ke tsa gore di tools tse dingwe o ka di kgobokanya. You need to be driven by passion. Ha se kganya madi hela ra itse gore go batlega a lot of capital go reka dilo tse, go reka bo di net shade ya ka re lema under di net shade, go reka equipment e sengwang ke metsi more especially in our area. Mme
you need to have passion. How na le passion, you go over it. Ka re ra bereka rona banga farm me re batla nako halele hale ha re bone chance because re na le passion ya go lema. Ebile ha ona le passion le ha ona le di challenges tse di kana la o ka lose di crops tsa gago o khona o itlhotlora bo emela go tswelele.
The Khoi Multipurpose Cooperative e ruile dipudi sa lezola za ya buo goat e a lema foda mabaka e le gone gore e te gone gore e fide re fide dipudi tse so gompieno yana when the first time when you operated re simolla go bereka ko rena dipudi tsa rona na rana le letsalo le 100% the whole year of 2022 re sa swele ke sepe our cooperative re dira dijo tse tsa leruo tse le di bonang di le hatse tse leng gore ke dijo tse leng gore ra di lema maybe le ra di ke rona re di dira ga re fidika dijo tse re di reka. Yes, there are so many challenges, and that it's not easy because looking at the climate conditions that we had, we did not produce that much, and then there's hindered enough to sell, so would actually. No, let's stop selling. Like last year we sold and then we later stopped selling. So let's keep save for the future, so that the regalu balele heta gongwe ra go iphitlhela le gore ga gona sepe se leng gore ra bo re se tswe e nngwe gape go thengwe ke gona gore re khakalanyana thata le market areas. Di koporase di botlhokwa in the sense that they bring the community together. Yes, of course, ka goreng ga Setswana sa re moroto a ese ga o ele. So they promote they promote even that democracy. They promote go bereka mmogo even development. Yes, if everyone could take part in the cooperatives, then if the cake dumela gore metse mengwe e leng gore e solelwa ene go tlase e ka gola re ka bona metse e gola e halaka selo se leng gore e sana metsa re ka bona batswana ba tswa mo lehumeng.
Our tour business is a tricky business, but it's a straightforward business at the same time. It's a tricky business in the sense that it's expensive to run, but if you got your throughput right, it is a good business. Yeah, like I said, we are a medium throughput abattoir. We slaughter 100 livestock units per day. And if you look at the market here, 100 is too much for this area. So we have been challenged with that type of scenario, but we are now expanding to Gaborone. Sometime next month we'll be opening more branches of butcheries in Gaborone. Here we serve the local market, our own butcheries, and then we are also serving other butcheries that are based in Letakane or Rapa and other areas around here.
Nya di components tse di leng gore di supa kgolo go a itumedisa thata a ke re ntse re lebile meepo hela karolo ya meepo hela mme mo dingwageng di se kae gongwe di ka nna pedi kana tharo tse di hitileng ha o tshwantshanya le monongwaga go supa kgolo e go godimo thata ka gore gompieno go supa makala na a harologanyeng a phuthegetse mone mme ebile gape le leruo le le tokafaditsweng le re le bonang le ha mo malatsing a jaaka go sa le go simololwa mo malatsing a mararo a hitileng go supa kgolo hela e leng gore go a itumedisa ne le gore ko tshimologong gongwe go rulaganyetsa kana plan ya thulaganyo e ne e seo mo e leng gore ditogamano tse di neng di a dirwa di ne tsa isia ko morago ya simololwa hela e keto ka re ke golomo gongwe go ka twing gongwe nya go ne go tsewa motho jaanong mo nakong ya gompieno setse re itemogela gongwe jaaka ke ne ke umaka gore hei gongwe ne ra simolola re sa akanya ka gore e ne e se mo kakanyong ya rona kana ya ba neng ba re direla ditogamano jaanong e itshupile botlhokwa ko morago ka gore gone gompieno jaana re lemoga ga e tlhoka lehatshe le e leng gore go ka be go phuthulogile bogolo jang ka gore e tshotse tse dintsi tse di botlhokwa tota mme gone le lehelo le le pitaganyeng le le gagare ga motse le sa ka ke la gola gape le a go kgorelediwa ke gone gore ga le nako le ka golelang teng ka gore tota le gagare ga motse mme go ne go tlhokega lehelo le leng gore le ka godisiwa go ya pele.
Hello and welcome to the Farmers Chronicles as we continue our conversations, bringing you nothing but exclusive content. Today we are at the Fairgrounds Holdings in Gaborone. As you may know, we have been traveling in different towns and cities to catch up with all events that have been taking place. I would like rather not to say much for this one, but invite the Chief Executive Officer of Fairgrounds Holdings, Mme Kgorata. Thank you so much for joining, Mme Kgorata. How are you today?
I'm well. Thank you, Skilo, for coming through.
Thank you so much. Botswana Livestock Breeders Conference. A lot of us have seen it in different, platforms, in your Facebook. We recently met Komo Kane. Let's talk about this conference. The concept note behind it.
Emma, thank you. The Botswana Livestock Breeders Conference which is slated for the 18th to the 19th of September 2024, is really a conference that we are trying to bring together farmers, people in the value chain of farming, more on the breeding space, both for cattle and small stock. those who are actual farmers on the ground, value chain players, like I said, those who provide supplies and inputs into the process, legislature, and also policymakers, as well as other research institutes to come and converse around breeding, different type of breeding. As you might know, the theme of this conference is really breeding for sustainability through innovation, technology, and transformed management practices. So yes, we acknowledge there has been breeding going on, but we are focusing on bringing live conversations around how it yet can be done better with technology, bringing through innovation, and also, policies and management practices that can improve the herd of our breeds in Botswana. Like I said, both on the cattle aspects and the small stock. Yeah.
All right. One would love to really know. Rita Fairgrounds ele baileng you host us for event, but this time around we're seeing you calling us to an event. Maybe allow us to appreciate the thought behind it. Are we now going to see a different angle of Fairgrounds Holdings tapping into these industries?
Okay, let me just explain a little bit about our mandate.
Yes,
please. We are a convention center, obviously. We've always been seen as a venue, but we are more than that. We are a partner to people who would like to host conferences. We are a partner and a collaborator, we form strategic alliances with people who have conversations out there who want to bring them live in a venue. So we are more than just a venue. We ourselves come up with concepts. We look around the economy. What is the current buzz? And what are the current conversations that needs to be brought live to people? And we take them, we conceptualize them, and develop concepts which are now our conferences, and we commercialize them. Core to our mandate, obviously, we want to make money out of it. But at the end of the day, we want people in the specific area or sector or around that conversation to be able to get something great out of the conversations, and we facilitate that as Fairground Holdings. So we are really varied. Much as we provide venue, we come up with concepts for conferences, we do events, and we also provide other services such as food and beverage, as you know it. So yes, you will be seeing a lot of us playing in that space in different sectors. Next day you'll be hearing us more in the wellness space.
Oh, nice.
It's cooking. So we get into people's spaces and we provoke conversations. That's what we are.
I love the sound of that. And now maybe one would like to know, as Fairgrounds Holdings, really the Botswana Livestock Breeders Conference, what legacy would you like to leave? Especially, agriculture is a conversation that is on everybody's tongue at this point.
Yes, the legacy that we would like to leave is we want a conference that is going to have outcomes that are tangible. People to be able to ask relevant people. And mind you, this conference is going to be graced by the presence of our president.
Okay.
So people will have the opportunity to ask relevant questions, which otherwise sometimes they are just burning out there, but they don't have the chance to ask them. So people will leave with clear outcomes around breeding. Whatever space you play in, throughout the value chain. We also want to be seen as a venue or an organization that was able to pick a relevant topic out there in the economy and bring it to life in terms of conversations through people. We are giving people a networking platform to come and converse also, to make ties with people who are relevant and linkages, going forward in that area in terms of advancing their practices, whether you are a farmer or whether you are a supplier in the area. So that's really the legacy we're we are trying to build. Yeah.
Okay. If you just join us, this is the Farmers Chronicles. We're talking Botswana Livestock Breeding Conference slated for September 2024. A different one, I must say, in terms of the industry. And we are joined by the Chief Executive Officer of Fairgrounds Holdings, Mme Barane. Now let's talk about the process. You know, how far are we in terms of the preparations for this year edition? I want to believe it's the first edition. You know, how is it coming? What is the feedback like? It could be from those who would love to attend, those who would love to partner. I'm pretty sure that people who also would like to be speakers on that one. How is the overall feedback that you're getting?
Yes, we started through with creating awareness, obviously aligning ourselves with the industry. So we attended the Mokane Farmers Day, where we, you know, I spoke at the event just to sell it a little bit, and we then also interacted with other people in the area who were also there as farmers or players in the value chain. So that got word out there that this is coming. Yeah. We have also now started to build alliances with people who can support us, whose mandate is around what we are trying to do. The research like Babu Nardi, obviously our government through the Ministry of Agriculture, and many others who play in the space. NDB have come forth. They're going to support us, and we are lining up speakers as we speak to support the theme at hand. Once that is done, we'll say we have a program, but that is busy happening. There's a lot of interest, obviously, from around people to play in different. Some people have volunteered to come through to be part of this conference, and also the selling of the conference is ongoing. We believe that as the various, you know, we know that every weekend there is a Farmers Day going on somewhere. This weekend we have the Khanzi one. We will not be there, but we are being sold by our partners. Yeah. So that is really ongoing. It's going well.
I love the sound of that one. And maybe one would like to know, like you said, you've opened doors for people to be a part of this. Can you just lay it down? If anybody wants to partner with you, where can they find you? Again, once remind us, when is this conference? Where is it? How do we register to be a part of the conference?
Yes, we are open for business. If you want to partner with us, please call us. We're here at Fairground Holdings through our Fairs and Exhibitions department. Our number is 3975-555. I hope I didn't say too many fives. But we are accessible. We are open to partnerships. It's happening on the 18th to the 19th of September. Yes. And please feel free to come on board.
I'm definitely going to be one to attend this one. I'm saying this because, you know, previously in our edition of the Farmers Chronicles, we had a conversation on artificial insemination, especially in breeding of the red Brahman. So it is quite an interesting one. Mehane, thank you so much for joining us. And I must say congratulations on bringing an event of such note, and we wish you nothing but the best for this one. This
is the first one. Next day it's going to be an annual one.
All right, I love the sound of that one. Yeah. That is Mehane giving us an insight on what to look out for in terms of the livestock breeding conference slated for September 18th here in the capital city of Gaborone. Find out more on this event from their Facebook page on Us, the Farmers Chronicles. It is a thank you so much. Until we meet again, remember, farming does not stop.